So now we will move from Brazil, Americas, to Egypt in Africa. So now it's my pleasure to invite Ms. Habibah Rashton join us online from Cairo. So Habibah is a participant nominated by Egypt to the UNODC Youth Forum held at the sidelines of the Commission on Narcotic Drugs 2024 session. Her nomination was endorsed by the National Fund for Drug Control and Treatment of Addictions. So the focal point of the Champions Initiative in Egypt. Dear Habibah, you have the floor.
My name is Habibah Ruslan, and I'm honored to speak to you today as a youth representative from Egypt. But more importantly, I speak to you as someone who is not only advocating for prevention, but actively part of how prevention is being implemented on the ground. Since 2022, I have been volunteering with Egypt's National Fund for Drug Control and Treatment of Addiction, the FDCTA, which is the national body leading drug demand reduction efforts with a special emphasis on prevention. Today, this work is being strengthened and expanded through CHAMPS, which is implemented in Egypt in collaboration with the fund and national partners. This means that my involvement in prevention has naturally evolved into being part of a larger, more structured, and evidence-based system under CHAMPS, which is a system that connects prevention efforts across families, schools, and communities and improves them based on scientific evidence. One of the key areas where this is being implemented is Al-Asmarat, a government-developed community that was created to provide safe housing and improved living conditions for families previously living in informal settlements. But beyond infrastructure, Al-Asmarat represents something more. It's a living model of integrated prevention. In this community, CHAMPS is working to understand and strengthen prevention through real-life interventions. This includes mapping existing services such as schools, youth centers, and social programs, engaging families and children through awareness and developmental activities, and assessing how prevention can be embedded into everyday environments. As a youth volunteer, this is where my role becomes real and tangible. For example, during my involvement in awareness and outreach activities, I participated in peer-to-peer engagement sessions where we interacted directly with young people in community settings. In one of these experiences, I worked with a young group of adolescents to discuss misconceptions around substance use, not through formal lecturing, but through open discussion. What stood out to me was how quickly the discussion shifted when it was youth speaking to youth. Participants became more open, asked more questions, and shared perspectives they might have not expressed in more formal settings. This experience showed me something very clearly. Prevention is not only about information, it's about connection and trust. And this is exactly where youth play a critical role within CHAMPS. Beyond community engagement, CHAMPS is also implementing more technical components such as a baseline studies which maps all prevention efforts across Egypt, and the review of prevention systems REPS, which identifies gaps in services. While this may sound more technical, youth still have a role to play. Our experiences help ensure that these assessments reflect real challenges, whether that is social pressure or lack of awareness, illustrating how CHAMPS recognizes that effective prevention requires not only scientific evidence, but also social relevance, and youth are essential to bridging that gap. At the same time, CHAMPS is investing in capacity building, which is training professionals in evidence-based prevention. But looking forward, this also opens doors for youth to become more formally involved, not only as participants, but as trained peer educators and contributors to prevention delivery. And finally, CHAMPS is embedded within Egypt's national anti-drug strategy from 2024 till 2028. This is critical because it means youth participation is not temporary, it's being institutionalized. Now, what makes CHAMPS different is this shift, from youth being seen as a target group to youth becoming part of the system itself. This transition from participation to partnership is what truly defines CHAMPS. Now, through my journey, from local volunteering to engaging in UNODC youth networks to now contributing within the CHAMPS framework, I have seen how powerful this shift can be. Because when young people are involved, prevention becomes more relevant, communication becomes more effective, and solutions become more sustainable. Looking ahead, CHAMPS will further expand youth engagement globally, including through platforms such as the Youth Champs Summit, where young people will contribute to shaping and reviewing prevention systems across countries. But for this to succeed, youth engagement must remain meaningful. It must go beyond participation and become partnerships. Young people are not only willing to contribute, we are ready to take responsibility when given the opportunity. So today, I would like to leave you with this. If we want prevention systems to truly work for young people, then young people must be trusted to help build them. Champs is a step in that direction, and I am proud not only to represent it, but be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Habiba, for this very insightful sharing of your views, and also to showcase the unique contributions by youth to this effort.